Yeah, hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are in the world. It's been a while since I've actually streamed this game, so I'm actually kind of excited. Welcome back. We're going to be doing some palace runs, then we're going to be heading over towards MSQ to continue the story. I have been doing story offline, so timelines may not add up, but for the people who are interested in Shadowbringers, we'll be doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull the screen. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna continue where I last left off on 421. I don't remember how far I'm going. I went. But we're gonna continue on. I did play Samurai for this run, so we'll see how far that goes. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully I have something good for this floor. You up here. I got a Phoenix now. I don't think it's gonna be useful for runs. It's gonna be useful if I ever decide to run Palace with friends. Oh, bro, I literally just started streaming already, bro? Already? Already? That's crazy. Okay. God fucking damn it. Please tell me I didn't pull it. I pulled it. Pulled it. See how long I can last it for. Excuse me. Shit. No, there's another Phoenix down. Another opponent is empty. I need to pull one at a time here, or I'm gonna die. Hopefully I can pull you. Okay. Of course, I pulled both of the high level fucking monsters. Alright. That's not good. out of high potions. Just switch to mega potions. I know mega potions won't last so long. My question is where are all the potions that I'm getting going? Oh, they're down here. Oh, they're high quality, that's why. It was like, I know I have way more mega potions than that. I'll use one. There's a chest in this room. Yo! I need one of those. I'm gonna wait till I get another primitive strength till you use both. Bro! What the hell? This is some bullshit. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That was actually such bad luck. I know I could have spent time looking for, or trying to pull off a leg sweep, but then he would just use it right after. The main reason why I don't use leg sweep that much. Practical in certain situations, yes. Like, let's say I use it here, but then it doesn't affect them. I got another commander's kill. Hey Grim, thanks for stopping by. Really? Wow. I should have used one of those. I'll use it next round. 3 mega potions. I'll take it. We're gonna start getting mega potions on these floors. It's fine. I understand. take on the Minotaur on a last. Really? What the fuck? It's like my 8th. What the fuck, my 8th limiter is steel, and I probably should have used it. Because, god damn, you do a lot of damage. Oh my god, okay. Hey, that was a good run. That was a really good run. I could probably run it fine as a summoner or arcanist and moving on to summoner and so forth. But I don't think I... Oh, did I... Forgot that was a thing. Okay. Let's go ahead and go do MSQ. We'll finish. I actually do love that playlist. I think I'm going to use it a lot more whenever I'm playing Final Fantasy. Let's continue. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. So, for the people who don't know, and I'll give some context, Minfilia is going to try and bring back our Minfilia, from the source. Call upon her so she can identify where light wardens are. And this may end up killing this Minfilia by doing so. So this is better than nothing. And not getting any information from locals. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. And are you sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny. And I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? Bro! I literally just... Oh, get out of my streams! Get out of my streams, man! Get out of my streams! I didn't even read that! Look what you've done! Look what they've done! About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Umorian airship coming in to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Valthry's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Great. Right. Now, Nabatharing lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. First is the eastern route, which would lead us past Morsok. On the other hand, the western route, which will require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern routes last time. Yes, that's more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of Naboth's variants, but we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Umorians caught wind of our approach, it would very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients. And we can be sure their activities would not meet the Valthry's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Ember in the west, I will draw the Umorians' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have a chance to reaching Nabatharang unopposed, and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something lucky to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Valthry's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. True. We'll borrow a few ammo for our journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Yeah, this is gonna be very, very long and devious journey. That's what I'm feeling from it, at least. And we're gonna start southwest towards Amarang. Which I don't think I've been yet. I don't think I've been to Amarang. No, wait, I think I have been to Amarang. Cannot say for sure though. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Will do, Thancred. I know that his cause for concern is valid, but does it really need to be? It's not like you're heading into... Like, I know he had a thing for Minfilia. Well, now I know. But damn. Off so soon? Mistress Hazamura, you've barely had time to recover from the battle. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you. Let us through the gates. Ooh, cutscene, cutscene.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garrick lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
Oh, we're on the other side of Amarang now. This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of time I spend upon it for granted. Remember that. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck. Is it? Oh, there is a village. Shit. Oh, god damn it. Where are you taking me? The village. I thought they were talking about the village like later. But no. No. This one. Looks like it's been abandoned. Oh no, it's another bin. It's a, yeah. One of these little guys. One of their villages. You sell? No. No, you are no merchant, but then, why do I know your face? Oh, I remember. You spent a void but gold. Such a coin purse cracking, and you are already a legend among more traders. You're a traveling merchant, then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garik. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now gone. Now, none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village. Made it into trading posts. Very convenient location. In which case, you must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, we'll have many difficulties reaching it. Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any other mod might have some hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free, even to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer. Let's see what information your reputation buys us. Fun, fun. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way once. On gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there's nothing left, and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. Okay. Good things to know. Oh, that's a surprise. Not many bound from Nabatharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that they will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being much of use. Okay. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Umorians have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Do not take the woods of Gongdon. We will not be taking a Umorian airship, because that is, speaking for them. Azzy, I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabatharang. The Umorian presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in armoring, there have been no sightings of Umorians at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alize's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? So these are our options. Well, what do you think? You could get aside to Charlie might be the most feasible. Yeah, I don't want to steal an airship. This does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunjin could offer some insight. Yeah. Well, this goes. Oh, valued customers. Were the other mode of help? Of a fashion, they told us of a trolley that runs to now with a ring at least. Am I correct of thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yes. The gate, you see, it is impassable. Before there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operates such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Baron Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see Midas there from time to time, if anyone knows what happens to the Talos. It would be them. Thank you, you've been of great help. We're off to Mount Baron then. Let's hope that someone there will be there to answer our questions. Everything lies in hope. I'm gonna open voice mod. Use voice mod. I haven't used it in a while. Pull my microphone. Either that or I can just set a filter. I already do have a filter and it's still shit. I'll update it later. Or they require me to update it just because it's fucking voice mod. No. There we go. It's a bit better. In terms of, usability, doesn't leak through. It works good with the noise gate. The music in this area is also amazing. The scale of the track is impressive. I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow it until we come to the mines. And I know I'm gonna be missing some stuff in Amarang, but I'll come back for it. If I see any, like, of the wind currents, I'll go ahead and yoink them. Actually, I can use a thing right now. Really? Even in Lenosi, my speed is still low? I think because I haven't collected any of the wooden currents in those areas. Yeah, Amarang, I only have 2 because of bit of a mess, isn't it? The mechanisms for dispatching the trolleys are here, just as Zinjin said. Fortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zinjin's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around, see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught our inches. Meet us there if you find anything. Which I hope something will. Trolley car. Benches suggest within that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Yeah, I mean, someone have been using them or trying to repair them. Flex up in the rails, they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. What's going on, Redfilly? Lever can't have been designed for a person to operate. If that's the case, then who knows? A cup is slightly warm and a fair amount of tea, steeped over long. If the color is any indication, remains within. As much as I wish we count on someone conveniently appearing to explain it, I'm sure you are aware that we don't have much time to waste. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do know that. I knew it would have been the golem that caught his eye. Isaac, what hast thou discerned? Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. Let's refrain from further suspicions. Yeah, comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, but I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This talus bears more than just a passing resemblance to the golems of the source. Nor does it appear to be a sole example of its kind. The profilation of talus fragments as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here suggests a considerable number once were in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellow now lie lifeless and broken. I know not how to repair them, but they might facilitate our passage through the gate. Without aid of Talos, even though we're somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? I do believe you'll find a person, someone of interest, skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwest side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves if necessary, of course, but I do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. Where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here. You have that. Well, maybe that's what you want to believe. Look, bro, I was just trying to get that shot. No, I'm kidding. Good to hear. These two weren't much of trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. We honestly look like we need to steal. What's some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. The likely story. You look well. You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares. Still, you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you come here all this way is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thaf, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, who wanted to follow her unto the world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse. But in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture now, I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort. But we have a larger concern than fairy tales. Fairy tale romances. Though I would fain to hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. God grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for the means of which to travel to Nabatharain. We're hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we've gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. The trolley. The trolley. You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. The fuck? You're so fucking weird, bro. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Check and back at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, but he does repair work. But our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transportation in these days. But that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The might be sight of traveling the track once again would make hearts sore, mark my words. You hear no argument from us. What progression have you made thus far? Not much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you'd like. We'll introduce. Very well. Our options are limited. And if Magnus can explain whatever happened is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. Looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. You think he'll be alright? Well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look just in case. Go ahead, Thaf. Alright, looks like it'll be just you lot and me. Then, try not to let anything take a bite of you on the way out of the rail yard. Damn, that's smarts. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be down about it, though. No, now though. I pointed to your over-eager companions in the right direction. They've gone ahead. We need to get moving. Normally we would walk atop tracks, but seeing as the young lady has much shorter stride, it's more perilous a route. I am comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone flying through the gaps. Of course, the low road prevents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your blows, I'm not worried on that account. XD. Wait a moment, I think I hear something. Oh, that something's alright. Run. Bro, literally? What the fuck? Oh, and it's multiple. Okay. We're nearly twined, though. We should make it without further incident. Without further incident, you say? Yeah. I took half of my time protecting yo ass. Amber the ring is all the way down now. This is it. Welcome to Twine. Original dwellings were built to house the laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. It was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the tracks go to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town. It was the heart of the town. Back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hot day in the mines. Now there's no trolley, not much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. Only residents that remain here are the destitute and delusional, and those that have nowhere else to go. Or so they say. I think there's an indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus, as I said. He'll help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much from the side of that. Well, that's encouraging. But I don't see we have much choice. Let's go and meet them, man. Yeah. I'm very bad at words early in the morning. Bro's drinking his heart away. No, don't do it. What are you supposed to be? Who are you supposed to be? I've never seen the three of you in my life. Well, the four of you. Wicked white. If you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabitha Ring, so they came to ask you about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabathering, not anymore. Especially not for pretty little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach Nabathering. I must. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessary. It's necessity that drives us to Nabathering. Shit. Fucking voice. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No, I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. Piss off. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't expect that. But for what it's worth, I'm sorry. Yeah. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak, and he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. I believe in this Minfilia. At least she's adamant about it. And not, like, carrying on to something that's unattainable. She has a goal and she's going for it, and I believe in that, at least. Not that, anything else. I think that would be good for any other, person. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us. Perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn something. Thankard, art thou content to stand witness to the fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate or Anjay. It's about choice. I've had many years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again. It is her choice. It is for her choice. For her choose. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. And it is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. I believe too. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. At least he's nice about it, and not like, you know, taking it personally. Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home. And no trouble. He's just lying just to be shaken up is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? I didn't have a faint hope that you need to prompt him to action. Or Anches has not. But I suppose that was foolish of me. I'm sorry we couldn't be of help though. At least I could show you the trolley file we have here, if you'd like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is Magnus. I don't see much point of being stubborn about it though. Perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Forge iron without an anvil after all. I can't imagine that you'll try will work. But if you're certain you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to have to inspect the rails. I have to look along the tracks for anything that is in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them in whenever I start to work. Well, that was easy. You open the box, revealing the pound array of level and maintain tools within. Brilliant. Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be in that case. Well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Thank you. This will do nicely. Now give me one moment and... There. I don't see any of the problems here, so let's continue along the track. And you want to know the funny part? I don't even think I'm streaming on YouTube right now. You're in my Twitch chat. This is Twitch. Let us check YouTube. Let us check the YouTube. Yeah, I'm not even live on YouTube. Another one. Are these people more prominent now? What is going on? You're quite handy to have around, you know. Shit. As to the lamp here, there aren't often necessary these days. But if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did at Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Little does he know. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to be splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we would want these little pieces of wood jabbling the next person who comes through here to do the maintenance. I need to stand it down for a bit. Yes, a wood file is perfect. Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Shit. Mining has always been a primary vocation of folks in the hills of Memba, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was seen that the Nabath Empire struck upon the idea of Talos, which they had work abroad. At great expense, the Nabath brought the Mistal engineers who specialize in Talos here to the hills, and wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Shit. Interesting. Twine itself sprung upon that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales. The fruitful cooperation between the native run zone and newly come Mistal. Like much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistal left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks of the Alda Stoneworks, took off for Umor. And now no one remains that can repair and operate the towers. Alright, I'm back. There's no use. Okay, I need to reread that. If I didn't read it. But there's no use in laminating what can't be changed. And there is one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite test, to be honest with you, and as you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation, that said. Would you follow me tracks north and remove any mess you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who know how to repair the talus are gone. And when they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. Trolley's tracks rusted and the car fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then about 7 years passed, and Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer. Perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. And as you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Indians got the boy. Isn't that always the way? Unfortunately, yeah. Always ends up that way, doesn't it? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolleys run again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine and started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars. And it was going well for a time. Wicked white vultures, are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Probably Sanitas, watch it. It's gonna be Sanitas. Now you know the full story of the trolley. Won't do you much without the towels, though. Not a single one that functioned. Things might be different, but here we are. Not that it'll do any good, but we do have a towels we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It's really nice to hear those in the Magda scripting for a change. Really a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield some value. I see. It means the build tiles stone by stone are lost to true. But here before us a slumber is the most fine specimen. Indeed, we are not, or a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. It will likely require not but a few modest repairs and a sufficient of aether. Well, if you think you can get that thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you, but what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most currency examinations. Though such arcane constructs are not wholly familiar to me, as I did suspect from the first. It is a host to a network of veins through which aether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures, which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that just from a glance, I take it? I take it you've thought of a solution as well then. To bridge these fissures requireth a material high conductive of aether. Once in a place, I believe it will be possible to restore the talus to life. Might it prevail upon thee to require which we require? Not far beyond the walls of twine dwelleth the creature of living stone. The debitage was sure I am, the stones from such beings will prove most suitable to our needs. Very good. I shall have Thinker immediately attend me in remaining preparations. I spied but three obstructions to the flow of aether in the tunnels, and thus I would ask you provide 3 stones of the debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. The cell succeeded in procuring stones from the debitage. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Mephileus' return. From end to end, the paths by which Aether may flow, those towers have been duly mended. But they require sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Strange. The core refuses to stir. I fear the condition of the stars is more dire than I previously assumed. As a heart driven through a man's veins, pulled off the core Aether throws throughout the massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the towers cannot be restored. So allowed us to foresee this outcome. Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This really is my story to share. Please, Jarek. If something went wrong, maybe we can help. Alright. After all you have done a lot for me. I suppose it's the least I can do. Right then, the hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort of sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both of it and the other materials used in the construction of the child's bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being the Hills of Amber. But it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry. We'll have to hear it from Taff or someone else. Back to the tavern then. I can probably guess where the story is going. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer is the same. I follow on. What? God damn it, Jarek. You could have at least finished it, so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. I think I'd make such quick progress in fixing that talus and all. He was probably thinking you could help change things around here. I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Well, full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must need to procure a new hunt for the Talos. Thaf knows any location wherein we might find the stone which we require. No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near the veins were tapped dry years ago. I suppose if you really wanted to try, you could find at Navi's leavings. It was opened well before the Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite this deep. When you get there, look for Gothan and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Azzy, I think it's best Thancred join thee in the search. Though it'd be quickest, but he would be quickest to deny it. His heart is in turmoil. and his thoughts clouded. It would be unwise to ignore his distress. Off to somewhere, are you? Release the lead on the stone we need to power the towers. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can wholly hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Nubbingsley was to the south, was it? Let's get going. The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Our fortunes are finally improving, but we should probably hear what Guthon had to say before we celebrate. Assuming we can find him, that is. Who are you, and what are you doing in here? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain, the stone you're looking for is leonine. All the towers in the hills of Ember are powered using them. Or were, at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is far too below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use towers to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why most of the mine is closed off. Well then, our only option is to search in higher levels for any fragments of leonine that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Don't tell me don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade ticket. I'll need to be dully compensated in exchange. Fine, what do you want? The other day I found a velvet gold piece. Down in the mines, a bloody velvet gold piece. And would you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. Seems you have a work cut out for us, Azzy. Thankfully, I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. I'm sure you've noticed despite our efforts to eliminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be much harder to find a single corridor hiding in the shadows. That's why we've used these sun drops. Help take in more light. Why don't you start searching for the inn and I handle this area? I'll retrace those steps after, in case you happen to miss it. If you hear these drops factoring up, you can I can give you one more, so don't worry. I was hoping he'd drop the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance, more fool of me to thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Well, maybe she is. Yours at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. So you say, but you've proven knack for success regardless of circumstances. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive the Corthian wilderness in the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louis well. I imagine it hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think about it. So as long as I have means to protect those dear to me, and see to my duties, thorough, is all that matters. Now, let us see and return to Guthon before when we get back to the Arianji Mythia, the better. You're back. Wait, does that mean... Yes. We have it. I'll be damned, you actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal, but I don't think this means you'll find whatever you're after. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. That's number 5. Let's see how many bands we can get in one day, my boys. See how many bands we can get in one day. Every time I step out of this mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air went so stale. But you're not coming here to hear my grievances. You're after Leonine. First, I have to ask. You ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, but I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Aye, that they do. Whatever you call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices, now, whether you could hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up leonine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes. That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Only option is to sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw out those rockworms? Over by that truck, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you that this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account. But little there to bring back, you'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. As you split up, we'll have to cover more ground, as expressed. You can cover the mines in 3 areas on your map. I'll see the ponds between them.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia, but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a minor. After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start. But I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend. Not too highly, no. She once called me a wine-sodden wharf rat, which wouldn't have been half as galling had it not been so accurate. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this!
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Wouldn't have believed it if I had not seen it for myself. Before you set it into the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years he's been believing she died for nothing. He must know the truth, or that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Guthan, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. Indeed. What a rare find, too. What? Oh, it's you. If you come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you it won't run, and you won't listen. Oh, but it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus, from Magna. She couldn't have. Heck no. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but I said take it. It was you who found it, you who needs it. Looking at the stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the tower stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Will you do the honors of delivering this to Ariane? I feel bad for him. I really do. Thou art returned with Leonine, it would seem. As promised, the towers have been made ready to receive its heart. Thanks in no small part to Jarek, that and Minfilia. At last we shall return to the timeless sentinel of stone, that we may press on towards Navatharang. Very good. Now let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready. It's working! It's working! Magnus!
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet... I can't. I can't.
What troubleth thee, child?
That makes 6. Yo, we're going on a streak today, boys. Shit. We're going on a streak today.
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the Oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well.
You know what's fine?
Not today.
Meanwhile, in the Crystarium.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for her energies. And I am not in the habit of pointing her at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of her, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you? The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of her mortal flesh. Not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of sacrifices yet unmade. The parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilian and I had private matters to discuss. Which bringeth me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? He spoke of Minfilia, of his own accord. Nay, 'tis well that he did in such candor. I attempted to broach the subject. My intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them. Thus tragedy intercede, and I regret myself to know all too well. Alas, in the end, he refused to heed my counsel. A time will come when they must face reality of the circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and Nabatharing await. And with that, my friends, I think we are done with today's stream. I want to thank you all so much for watching. We're going to count the bands now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bands in one stream. That is impressive. Of how many people came here to set a copy paste in my chat. Thank you all so much for watching today's stream. If you guys did enjoy, if you did, be sure to hit that follow button. If you don't want to follow, that's fine. You can always stick around streams a little longer. Helps me out a bunch. And if you want to support any other way, you can do exclamation point links in chat. Which is, for some reason, not working with me right now. Give me 1 second. when you have things to do and it takes over your time as a streamer. Isn't that funny? The exclamation point links in chat. It'll bring you to my link tree. And if you want to support me in any other way, you're going to exclamation point donate. Bring you to my donation pages, and you can go ahead and use the one from Stream Elements or Streamlabs. Go ahead and send me a little tippy tip. Helps me out a bunch. I want to give a great thanks to Alex Redgrave 5 for following 18 days ago, Shy Fox for following 19 days ago, Blinding Hurricane 23 following 25 days ago, and I'm Batman 404 for following a month ago. You all are so beautiful. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching today's stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!